Hey everybody, my name is Christian. I was in prison with Susan Smith for 2 years, and this is part 2. Let's address the number one comment that I'm getting. How is she well respected, and how could you associate with somebody like that and not beat her up? So, I don't know about women's prisons in other states, but in South Carolina, there's kind of a culture in women's prisons, and even if you have done something absolutely horrific like that, you're not really messed with. And people asking, well, how is she well respected? In the same way that Ted Bundy was well respected when he was in prison. At the end of the day, people are fascinated with infamy and notoriety, and that's what Susan Smith was. To me, was she that? No. She was literally my girlfriend, my partner's, one of her closest friends. So, yeah, I guess guilt by association or whatever. I didn't discuss Susan Smith's crimes with her. That was something that I had to bury deep down within the pits of my soul because of something that I did when I was in county to somebody who also killed her child. So if you don't know who Amanda Smith is, you need to Google her, out of Greenville, South Carolina. She was tried and convicted for the murder of her, I believe he was 7-year-old son. And then she blamed it on a black guy. Sound familiar? Because it kind of is. So anyway, I happened to be in county at the same time as her, and I couldn't handle her crime. And I called her what she is, a baby killer. And she charged at me, and I hit her. And then her best friend at the time was Carmen Jenkins. You got to go look up Carmen Jenkins, Carmen with a K. Seriously, go Google that right now. So Carmen runs up on me and spits on me. So now at this point, I'm getting ready to just go all out, and they get everybody, the guards in there, whatever, and break us up. And I'm the one who goes to lock up because essentially I started it by calling her a baby killer, and technically I guess I kind of threw the first punch. But yeah, I have absolutely no tolerance for people who harm children. But in prison, it's a completely different culture, and you do what you have to do to survive. However, I did not kiss Susan Smith's ass. I did not become best friends with her. But yeah, I did associate with her because, as I said, my girlfriend at the time was very close friends with her. And yeah, obviously that relationship didn't work out with my girlfriend, but we were together the entire 2 years I was in prison. I got out before she did, and then I stood by her side for 20 months, the rest of the 20 months of her sentence. And then we were together for 9 months once she got out. So yeah, that relationship wasn't just some gay for the stay relationship. We were in a serious relationship. But yeah, obviously it didn't work out. But it seems that some of y'all have a misconception of what goes on in women's prisons. And like I said, this is just my experience at a prison in South Carolina. So I'm curious to hear about the rest of you guys or any prisons that you've heard of. I know that they do handle things in men's prisons differently, but not in South Carolina. And believe it or not, there were other women in prison that I was in prison with that did much, much worse, believe it or not. Like I said, Carmen Jenkins, Google it. Anyway, so that's it for part 2. If you have more questions, drop them in the comments, and I will be back tomorrow with more.